16 days later, she would be found at the bottom of an abandoned well. In the quiet town of Canon, Georgia, life moves slowly. When someone disappears here, everyone knows. On January 28, 2013, 33-year-old Bonnie Anne Cooner vanished. 16 days later, she would be found at the bottom of an abandoned well. But before she became a headline, Bonnie was a mother, a daughter, a woman with a life that mattered. Bonnie Anne Cooner was 33 years old. She was a small-town Georgia woman, the kind who likely knew her neighbors by name. Most importantly, she was a mother of a 12-year-old son. Her family described her as someone deeply connected to them, someone with roots in Franklin County, someone who had history there. This wasn't a woman passing through. This was home. Bonnie shared her home with her boyfriend, Brent Schubert. Those close to her later described the relationship as turbulent. Some say there were signs, arguments, tension, fear. Friends would later say that they worried. They were very concerned. And when someone you love is in a volatile relationship, that worry sits in your chest constantly. Still, Bonnie continued living her life, raising her son, moving through her days, until one day she simply wasn't there anymore. On January 28, 2013, Bonnie was last seen at the home she shared with Schubert. Then, silence. There was no phone calls, no confirmed sightings, no explanation. A 12-year-old child wakes up to not finding his mother. Her family reported her missing quickly. They knew something wasn't right. For over 2 weeks, there were questions. Where was she? Why hadn't she reached out? Was she hurt? Was she alive? 16 days of not knowing? Then on February 13th, 2013, the search ended. Her body was found at the bottom of an abandoned well roughly 3 miles from her home. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation confirmed her identity. The medical examiner ruled her death a homicide, caused by strangulation and blunt force trauma to the head. This was not a disappearance. This was violence. Brent Schubert was arrested in South Carolina after he fled and went on the run. In 2015, a jury convicted him of malice murder, felony murder, and concealing a death. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. But convictions didn't restore birthdays. They don't restore birthdays. They don't fix Mother's Day. And they don't give a 12-year-old boy back his mother. Bonnie Anne Cooner was 33 years old. She lived in Canon, Georgia. She mattered. And while the abandoned well is still where her life ended, it is not where her story began. Because before tragedy, there was a woman, and that's who deserves to be remembered. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Lisa. And until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and take care.